Oh, hey, Biafra. Oh, hey, Biafra. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are watching me. Welcome to Biafra Unity TV. We must continue. As you are joining, invite your friends, tell your friend about Biafra Unity TV because we are here to preach the gospel of Chukwu Okike Abiam. We are here to tell the world that Biafrans are not Nigeria. That we are Biafrans, we are not Nigeria. The time for us to restore Biafra is now. And I am calling everyone, I am calling everybody, irrespective of where you are, to rise up. Rise up and join the restoration of Biafra. Many people are out there ranting, talking. They are taking Biafrans for just, they think we are for noisemakers or we are Facebook or YouTube warriors. No. I wish some of you could listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu broadcast yesterday. He made it clear that Radio Biafra have powered Ambazonia to rise and fight for their rights. Radio Biafra have empowered Togoland to fight for their rights. And the same Radio Biafra have powered Oduduwas to fight for their rights. What does this tell you? It shows that the rise of Biafrans, the Radio Biafra and the work Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is doing is very great. So it's time for you to rise up. It's time for us to rise up and fight for what we believe in. It's time for us to rise up and fight for the restoration of Biafra, because we must not wait for the world any longer. The world can never ever listen to us. Africa is not part of the world. Africa is not part of the world. Quote me anywhere and I will tell you that Africa is not part of the world. Why do I tell you this? Go to everywhere, all the whole around the world. You will see that people that, when the UN is talking, you will see that if anything happen in Turkey, US, Israel, England, Italy, or Germany, you will see the UN will tell you they will rush with aid and they will act quickly to resolve everything that is happening there. But when it comes to Africa, they are reluctant. They don't care of what happened to any African country. And that is why you see that most of African countries are in crisis now. They are in bondage because nobody wants to fight for what he believes. Nobody wants to pay the sacrifice. That is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have risen and say, no, enough is enough. Why do you think that the world is not doing anything about the killings of IPOB around the world in Niger area? Why do you think that the world is not talking about the killing of Ambazonians? Why do you think that what is happening in southern Cameroon and the eastern Niger area, why do you think that the world keeps silent over it? Is because we are not part. We are not part of the world. They don't classify Africa man as part of the world. They don't take us as anything. We are just an experimenter for them. What they can use to do experiment and experimental tools. That is what they are taking us for. If you are joining me for the first time, my name is Mazi Achebe Paul. And I am the convener of Biafra Unity TV on YouTube. And also we have our page on Facebook with the same handle, Biafra Unity TV. Subscribe and share and invite your friends to this gospel truth, because we are here to tell you the truth and nothing but the truth. Whatever we tell you here, go and check it everywhere. It remains the truth. We don't add anything to the truth. Now, Let me tell you, the world don't believe. They don't believe in anything that has to do with African. They believe that Africa, how would I call it? They believe that Africa are just there for their sake. They believe that Africa cannot offer anything to the world. Why do you see some of the people coming around the world, the Africa today? It's not because they love you. It's not because they feel for you. It's not because they want to help you. Of course, no. That is not the reason why you see African, the white, the Europeans, the US, the other part of the Western world coming to Africa. It's not because of the love they have for you. No, of course, no. It's not. Why they come there is because of the natural resources, the fuel, the oil, the timberland, the gold, the diamond, all the raw things they are using to produce and what they have used to keep themselves where they are today. That is why you see them coming to Africa, not because they want to help you or do anything to you. No, of course, no. That is not at all. It does not relate. It doesn't relate. They are coming to Africa for their own personal interest. They are coming to Africa for their own benefit. They are coming to Africa for what they can benefit, what will help them, not what they will give you, because they know that they know that what they have is for them. They know that African, we don't reason, we don't think about tomorrow, we don't think what we are doing. That is the problem of Africans, and that is why you see the European people coming here and there, doing anything they want to do with our African natural resources. Today they say the zoo is celebrating the so-called independence, and I'm asking myself, what are they celebrating? Is it the dead bodies or the killing of the poor masses? I don't get it. I don't get what they are celebrating. I'm telling you nothing but the fact, the truth. Now, if you are from the Niger area and they tell you that you have clocked 60, ask yourself, before the clocking of 60, who are you? Where are you from? What are your names? What are the world calling you back then? Oh, you don't get it? You don't have name? You don't have name. Is that what you are trying to tell me? That you don't have name? Of course, you must know that you have name. You must know that you have a origin. But why is it that nobody is talking about your origin? Nobody is talking of where you come from. Nobody wants to know who are you. Nobody wants to know. Why? Because they think that you don't belong to the world. Now, the problem of Africa started when they dropped their history and started emulating what they don't know, what they don't know where it comes from, the origin of it, they don't know. They started mimicking what they don't believe in. You know, when you are doing something you don't know how it came about, you will be making a lot of mistakes. You will be making a lot of mistakes because you don't know where the thing is coming from. What you don't know of, how can you be mimicking it? What you know nothing about, how can you be talking about it? What you don't know how it came about, how can you be talking about it? You don't know anything, you don't know anything, you don't know how it comes. The next thing you keep on, you want to be like the white people. You want to be like the so-called, what will I call it? I don't know what will I call it. What will you call it? You that is claiming to be you want to emulate white people. Do you know that every white country, they know where they came from, they know their origin, they know their forefathers, and they don't do anyhow with it. Once they give birth to a child, anything they are learning in school, the first thing they will teach their children is their history. Now ask yourself, why is there no country in Africa that is teaching a history today? Why? Why? Ask yourself why. Because they don't believe, they don't know what is history, what history is all about. It's what you know you will teach your children. I'm coming, please. Let me set some certain things. The setting is making me to deviate from my. I'm coming because we must preach this very gospel of truth. We must preach it because the time is now. The time is now. Like I said, the time is now. When we tell you people that Africa, we are suffering today because we fail to do the right thing. We fail to know what we're supposed to do. We fail as individual, as a race, as a continent. We fail everywhere. We fail woefully. And that is the problem we are facing today. We are not facing what we are facing today because we are created to be so. But the inability for us to reason, the inability for us to think, we condemn ourselves and take other people. That is why we are suffering today all over the world. Do you know that black man is the only race in this planet Earth that has a complete DNA? Go and make research and you will see this thing that I'm telling you now. Go and make research, you will see it. Black man is the only human race that has a complete DNA in their blood, in their body. Now, the Biafrans are suffering. The suffering of Biafrans were created by a Biafran man called Nnamdi Azikiwe, because I cannot call him Nnamdi. It's not Nnamdi. Nnamdi Azikiwe. He followed his name. Bad people from old till now, and yet still now we are still having that of this man called Nnamdi Azikiwe in our own generation again. And what do you think it is? What do you think that is leading to this nonsense? Greediness and jealousy, hatred. That is the problem we are facing today. Let me tell us one thing. Today, they say the zoo is celebrating the killings and the whatever that is called. They are killing. The killing of innocent people in the zoo. The killing of the making cows the first class citizen is what they are celebrating. Now, let me ask those one nigger area product. Let me ask them this question. Ask yourself, before 1960, who are you? Before 1914, who are you? Ask yourself, who are you? That's a question you need to ask yourself and give yourself the answer. Now, then just confuse you. We came from heaven. The Biafrans are originally created from heaven. We are heavenly created. Our originality started in Igbo land. We don't come from anywhere. We are not immigrants. We did not migrate from anywhere. We were created direct from Chukwokike Abiama. That is why every name you see in Igbo land is given to Chukwokike. Every name, mention them. Chibuzo, Chiamaka, Chineke, Chimude, Chinasa. Mention but few. Chisom, Chinagarom. Everything we are doing. Chi, Ike Chukwu, Ifeanyi Chukwu, Chinedum, Chibikem, Chukwuma, Chimamanda. Mentioned all of them from God. We must put God's name because we are the creature. That is why the moment Biafra nations, the moment Britain conquered Biafra, everything started sinking. Everything started going down. Not only in Biafra land, in the whole Africa, because that is the kingdom of Chukwokike Abiama. The kingdom of Chukwokike Abiama have been tampered with. And you cannot help any issue until Biafra is restored before we will know what to do or how to move about. The time is now. Rise up, whatever you are doing, rise up and fight for the restoration of Biafra. It's not a fight for any person. This is not time to divide. This is time to unite. This is time of unity. Because the zoo is shaking. The zoo have been conquered. The zoo have been conquered. The zoo have been conquered. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for to join, to rise up? We only need your support. We only need your support. And that is all. You will see everything turn around. You will see everything turn around. It's not time for us to be saying, no, this person cannot lead us. If you know you are capable of leading, remove the tribalism outside. Remove who will lead. Come out and give us Biafra. We will support you. Biafra is not all about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Biafra is bigger than Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Biafra is a nation, not an individual. When you hear that name, Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, is not a property that someone can own. It's not a investment. It's not a company. It's a nation that is crying to be restored. A nation that need restoration. The spirit of the people that fought to keep Biafra, they are crying because the generation they hope to restore Biafra are now deviating from it. The suffering you see in Biafra land today is the outcome it's a sign to tell you that the ancestors are angry with the Biafrans. They think that the Biafrans don't have what it takes to produce a president or those things, but the ancestors are preventing us because they know that they don't belong there. Where they belong is Biafra land. You can't be a king in another man's land. The ancestors can never go outside Biafra land to go and celebrate. You don't worship the ancestors where in another man's land where you don't belong. You don't. You cannot. That is why I tell you that the time is now. The hour is now. The time is now for you to rise up and fight for the restoration of Biafra. Only Biafra can set us free. Only Biafra can give us the freedom to end the bad road, the accident, the killing of Fulanis. Only Biafra can do that. Only Biafra can do it. Only Biafra can give you rest of mind. Only Biafra. Nobody can do it for you. Why are you waiting for someone to tell you, oh, come out? You are the one to come out by yourself. Come out and take what belongs to you. Even in the scripture, it says that the kingdom of God suffered violence, and only the violent take it by force. You claim it to be an Israel. You say you are an Israel, you are Israel. Now, let me ask you this question. The Israelites, do you know how they started? Israel are known to be a warriors, fighters. You dare not touch them and go scot-free. You dare not tamper with Israel and go scot-free. Kill one Israel, they'll wipe out your village. Now you claim to be Israel and you are carrying only Bible. Is the Bible originated from Israel? Good and fine, because Apostle Paul and Adam, you are reading their history are from the Israel. Now ask yourself, how many places have you fought? Have you fought anyone? What shows that you are in Israel? Israel don't fold their arms and watch the enemies kill them. See how the uncircumcised illiterate is killing and butchering Biafrans in their own land, and no one is talking. Nobody is saying anything, and you think it's all like it will just end like that. It's not. Things are not done like that. I must tell you nothing but the truth. We must, as a matter of urgent, it's time for us to unite. It's time unity must take place. That is why when I was creating this YouTube, I said, which name will I give it? I said, no, my mission is to make sure that we have unity among us. That is why I call it Biafran unity. For Biafra to be restored, we need unity. We need to be united. Why is it that the Ohanese and the so-called, I don't know where they come from, why is it that they cannot see the handwriting on the wall that we the Igbos, we the Biafrans don't belong to Nigeria, that we are not Nigeria. We don't relate with these people. Our culture is not with their own, is not the same. Everything we do is not the same. The lingua, our Franca lingua is not the same. Everything is totally different. Everything we do is totally different. The way we reason, the way we think, the way we talk is totally different. It's totally different. Yet you want to remain in suffering. You want to remain in dying like a fowl. Hell no. Say no to the unnecessary killings. Now, let me ask the zoos this question, because zoo is what will I call it? It's a experimental tools, a laboratory filled of animals waiting to be used to do experiments. Now, let me ask you, before 1914, what is your name? What were you called? What are they calling you? Because according to the history, the one you believe in, they say that the Lord Lugard created you in 1914. Now, in 1913, who are you? In 1910, who are you? In 1909, who are you? In 1990, who are you? Or you don't have name? You don't have name. Tell me, does it mean that you don't have any name? Of course, you know you have name, but all of a suddenly you want to you forget it at all. Why is it that history is not being they are not teaching history in our school today? Why? Why are they not teaching history? Because they know If they teach you history, you will know your origin. You will know where you come from, and you will locate where you come from. Now, back to my initial stage. If we cannot do away with believing in the European powers, the white man's supremacy, Africa can never rise up. Africa can never rise up. We must, as a matter of time, as a matter of urgent, rise up and say hell no. Hell no to a white man's supremacy. We must fight for the total liberation of Africa. That is the only way you can feel the freedom, the importance of freedom and independence. Not the other way around. Not these things we are talking. The zoo is celebrating 60 years independence. Ask the zoo, what are you celebrating? Non-electricity? Are you celebrating the killing of your father? The raping of your sisters? The killing of your mothers? The raping of your mothers? Is that what you are celebrating? Tell me, what are you celebrating? Or you are celebrating no infrastructures, no school facilities, no equipment, no materials in the school for students to learn? Is that what you are celebrating? Or the increase of fuel and the scarcity of fuel in the zoo country? Is that what you are celebrating? Tell me, what are you celebrating? The time is now. We must unite. We must have unity among ourselves before we can proceed. We must, as a matter of urgent, do everything humanly possible to unite ourselves. The moment we unite, the moment we fight, that moment we must conquer. And once we conquer, we can fight for whatever we want to fight for. It's time for us to fight for our freedom. It's time for us to fight for what we believe in. It's no longer we'll go do. No. It's time. The time is now. We must fight now. Enough is enough. I thank God for Oduduwa people are waking up. Now let us see how the world will keep silent. And I am appealing to the Oduduwas and the IPOB worldwide. Let us organize a massive lockdown protest in the whole state, in the whole coastal region of Western Niger area and the Eastern Niger area, as they call it. If the Oduduwas can come out in massive, and IPOB will come out in massive, which is the Biafrans, and we block everywhere, the world must know that we are determined, that we don't want, we are tired, we are fed up of this contraption called zoo. Who amalgamate you? And who do they consult before the amalgamation? How can they forcefully give you out your hand out in marriage, and the marriage is not favoring you, they are maltreating you, and they want to die? Because you hear is a marriage for better, for worse. Then the European that bring this so-called colony, ask them, what is one, let them mention the one advantage of colony. You will not see it. You can never see it. There's nothing like advantage. Everything there is disadvantage. The only people that has advantage is the so-called Britain and the white people. Today, they are doing races everywhere you go, right? And the thing is paying you. Why will it? No, it should not pay you, because you don't know what you have doing. You have done, sorry. You don't know what you are doing. You started the races by yourself. That is why they are doing it to you. So don't be angry when they when they show you that you are not part of them. If you like, spend 100 years in abroad. You are not part of, you are immigrant. You don't belong there. You must go back to your country where you belong. And the place where you belong is the place where you can do whatever you want to do, not in another man's land. You can't do anyhow in another man's land and go scot-free. It's time for we, the Biafrans, to rise up and unite. I am calling on Ohaneze Ndi Namahishe. It's time for you people to unite now, to rise up and say enough is enough. It's time for us to rise up now and say enough is enough. We cannot continue with this nonsense. We cannot continue. We can't continue. Enough is enough. Enough is enough for the nonsense thing that is happening in Biafra land. The president of the zoo is dead. Late Muhammad Buhari is not. Go and watch what they bring in Eagle Square today. Why is it that the camera is afraid to come close so that people, as you are watching me now, you see how close I am? Why can't they bring him close? They will stand afar and be videoing people. You will see human beings, 10 of them will be like that, so that you cannot identify anything. And the shameless good luck with his wife, we are there. They cannot say, no, this is not the person I handed power to. Our people used to say that charm does not catch a crowd. But in the zoo, they have proven otherwise. They have shown the world that ordinary jazz can affect more than 200 million people, and nobody is reasoning apart from IPOB. You see what we are saying? When you hear that we are talking of Biafrans, these are the reasons. How can the so-called vice president, those ones, they have all come out. They cover their faces. They use masks to cover, all in the name of coronavirus. And the citizens can never ask questions. Let me also send this as a warning to our counterpart, Oduduwas. Let me tell you, your people are just starting. You haven't encountered anything. But peradventure, you people deviate from the struggle. We will tell you that we are here before you people, and we can do it without you people. And once you started deviating, we will leave you people. Because IPOB are moving train. We don't look left or right. We move forward. Because Biafra restoration is our mission. Biafra restoration is our mission. We are not doing any other thing apart from restoring Biafra. That is what we are fighting for. Anything more than that, our hands are not in. Very soon, some of your leaders will be tempted with money. They will be tempted with one thing or the other. But I urge every one of you to reject whatever the zoo is trying to give you. They will promise Tunumbu presidency, promise Osinbajo presidency. Ask me, can you people produce two presidents at the same time? They will produce many people from the Oduduwa land to use it to bribe you people. But let me tell you, late Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, he rejected all those their useless offer to cage the future generation. Reject it. Reject it. Because once they give you and you collect, that is the end. Because what was Rike? How can a freedom fighter be moving around within the country's security? How can they be moving around with their security? And he called himself a freedom fighter. Look at the Asari. Shameless people everywhere. If you people want to maintain this very, very undisputable, formidable fight, you must reject every offer from the zoo, because they will tempt you people with everything they have. Because they will think once you people pull out, IPOB will stop. But mind you people, let me remind you, before you people, IPOB never pull off. And if you people fail out, your IPOB will never fail out until we restore Biafra. That is the only when IPOB will stop the struggle, until Biafra flag is raised and the Biafra nation rise. We don't care if you people fail on the front and you remain with the Zoo Republic. You people are the one to suffer it. Mind you, you better not deviate. Because the more you deviate, you are gone. Once you deviate, you are gone. Once you take any bribe, you are gone. Once you take any bribe and you dance to their throne, if you stop dancing to their throne, they will label you anything they like and kill you like the way they kill Ken Saro-Wiwa and Ghana from Benue. You see them? I must tell us the truth, because we are here to preach the gospel truth, the gospel truth, the truth of Chukwu Okike Abiama. That is what we are preaching here. We are not here to come and make noise or to talk anyhow. No, of course, you know we are not here to do those rubbish. We are not here to do those nonsense. Biafra restoration is what we are fighting for, and we must restore Biafra in our own time, not later. We will restore it now. So if you think that without you people we cannot restore Biafra, wake up. Wake up from your sleep. Wake up from your slumber. My message this evening is the time is now, and it goes to Haneze and the Eastern governors. What are you people waiting? Are you people waiting for when they will tell you that you are no longer part of this zoo before you know that you are not part of the country? What are you people doing? I don't understand. I can't comprehend it. I don't understand. It's time for you people to rise up and to do the needful, not the other way around. Not the other way around. Fight for the restoration of Biafra so that we can go, so that our children will have future. So that our children will know what life is all about. Not the other way around. Are you people not tired of this nonsense that is happening in the zoo? No electricity, no good road, nothing. People are suffering. People are suffering every day, and you think you are enjoying? Of course, no. It's not like that. It's not like that. It's time for us to unite. It's time for the Eastern governors to rise up. It's time for the Igbos to know that they are not part of the so-called Niger area. Not the other way around. What are we waiting for? Who are we waiting for? Let us unite. Let us forget about the political powers. You will have political position when Biafra is restored. You have it. This message is very short, but I say go and unite with IPOB, Ohaneze and the eastern governors, go and unite with IPOB and do the needful. Do the needful. Do the needful. Do the needful. So that we can go. Our children cannot suffer like this. We have suffered, and you people want our children to suffer the same way we have suffered. God forbid. God forbid. God forbid. We must continue. We must continue. Because Biafra restoration is our mission. My message this evening is simple. Ohaneze and the eastern governors, just go use your cars to move around the whole eastern state. You will see there is our people are suffering. What your eyes see there will tell you the condition that you have put our people. That will tell you that we are doomed. When you walk around the environment, you will ask yourself, the America, the abroad you are traveling to treat yourself, is this how the abroad is? Is this how the abroad is? Of course, no, it's not. When you see Onitsha Enugu Expressway, when you look at it, you look at Ariaria, you look at Aba, you see Enugu, you ask yourself, are you now doing any work? Then you see the poor masses suffering. Why can't you have pity on these people and restore Biafra so that these people have a good life? Why? The time is now. The hour is now. The time is now. Our people say, before please pass this message to so-called Ohaneze so that they will know that IPOB mean future, bright future for the Biafrans. We are fighting to give our children and for the betterment of our lives. That's what we are fighting for. Why are they turning themselves a stumbling block over a future of our born children? Why? Why? Things are not done like that. Even if you are not joining IPOB, why can't you fight for the people that you said they are the one who voted you in? Why can't you fight for them to have a good life, to better their life, to have good hospitals, to have good roads? No Igbo man today can import anything and it will land to Igbo land. It must land to Dudwa land. It must land for northern land. Why? Things are not done like that. My message is clear. Fight for your people that voted you in, that voted you into power. Fight for them. Give them future. Go and unite with IPOB. Ohaneze, go and unite with IPOB. The so-called eastern governors, go and unite with IPOB and restore Biafra. What are you? People that you are governing are complaining. They are telling you, we are tired, we are fed up. Why can't you people hear this cry of the poor masses and rescue them? Only Biafra can rescue them. Hear their cry. All they are asking is Biafra restoration, good life. Give them hope, the sense of belonging. People that has everything, they are suffering. Pass this message to Ohaneze because I am drawing the curtain down here. I am coming to the end of the broadcast. So pass this message to the so-called Ohaneze, Ndi Igbo, and the eastern governors so that they will know the people that are they say that are their leaders are now crying for their help, so that they will go and help them. Help them. It's not a matter of IPOB. Help them first. Help them, save them from the hands of Fulani people, save them from this marginalization, save them from being killed, save them for being slave in their own land. That is why they bring you people there, not to sell them out, not to use them as a suya and you sell them to collect the money, not to sell them like cows. The message you see, what you see in Biafra land today, is a sign that these people don't want to belong to Nigeria. Everywhere we are shut down, no movement, nobody's going out, nobody's coming in. It's a sign for you people to know that these people obey IPOB. They are following only IPOB. They are following Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who meant well for them. They are not for you people. Why can't you people see the handwriting on the wall? Why? Why can't you people see it? Oh my God. What is this? Listen and listen. The moment you people fail to do the needful, it is obvious. I don't know what the type of heart you people have, but I believe on a very good day, you people will pay for their atrocities. The time is now. Go and do the needful. Go and restore Biafra. Join Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to restore Biafra now that the zoo is shaking. Now that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have collapsed the zoo, go and restore it now. Take this opportunity. Thank you for joining me. If you are joining me for the first time, this is Biafra Unity TV. Make sure that you subscribe. It costs you nothing. Just click the subscription button and the bell. Click the bell sign there so that you will receive notification whenever we come live. Thank you. Share this video. Let it go viral. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I remain my humble self, Mazi Achebe Paul.